Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will put total effort to crank us up. The fair catch called for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll in the... Touchdown, Sooners! And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense, because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else. But 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Jennings. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, just keeps firing. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room.
Third down pass.
Down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, Kentucky, 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process.
Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misconnection, it's second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on second down. Buys a little time. He'll throw one to his right. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats! Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to...
Makes the catch down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Fighting off the defender. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He finds his man. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Extending the play. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Smashes ahead. Oh, what a move! He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Duggan. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
28, Kentucky, 14.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious.
And he breaks into the open. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooners. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 18 over Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is inevitable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Wildcats are on the move. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-priced they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
He'll try it again. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down. But when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score.
He's going for the big play. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
He's brought down at the 35. A huge play. First down.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Duggan.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 42, Kentucky 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Running behind that left side. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up with 5 to the 23.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down.
Kentucky Wildcats will take over first and 10.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jennings.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here comes the offense on second down. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Kentucky going quickly.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because you're confident.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away. Gonna let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Now on second down after the incompletion. It's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On second down, looking again to throw. Makes the pass. Makes the grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Looking to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Got 5 on that last one now. How aggressive will they be on 2nd and inches? Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from a lot.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. Why not double the try total and go for 2? They want to throw it. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a reverse. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to beat him to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.